Why do you simp? Put an asterisk there. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. Let's see how many of the simps will not join this room. Because we all know that's what they do. They don't like joining because they are simps. There's so many simps on YouTube. It's not even funny. In the real world, actually. But we're going to have a little therapy session. Let's have a session. Illicit therapy sessions here. And we are going to start putting things in the Jumbotron. All right? People are not going to like this one. They're not going to like it. They're not going to like it. They're not going to like it. But that's okay. That's okay. That is okay. What's going on, everybody? Okay, I think that's it. Yeah. So on YouTube, we have a plethora of things. So if you want to see what the show is doing right now, go ahead and click onto that link in the Jumbotron is what they call it, right? So it's in the Jumbotron. Go ahead and click onto that one, and then you'll be able to see what we are doing here. Honestly, let's have a therapy session. Let's have a therapy session here. That's what we're going to do. Let's take a look here. See what? Okay, we already did that. It says my videos. All right, let's take a listen to see what it sounds like. Let's have a therapy session. Let's have a therapy session here. There we go. Cool. Yo, what's going on, Jay? What's going on, Black? What's going on? We're going to have ourselves an illicit therapy session. Let's start it. Let's start our session for today. And if you're not on YouTube, it'd be a good time to be on YouTube to take a look to see what I'm doing here, because I'm not putting a lot of effort into the YouTubes. I won't do it. But actually, you know what? I may have to do it. That's annoying, because this is not giving me a link. Can y'all guys see that? No? Who's here? Yeah, you can't see it. That's annoying. Anyway, the link is... Let's read it. Hit that motherfucking like button. Today, we are going to be talking about simps. Simpy simps. And most of the people that literally are on Twitter being wholly hardcore simps. But what is a simp exactly? We need to figure out what a simp is before we can start literally like beating people over the heads with this terminology, right? It's unfortunate, but let's take a look here. So I found a cute little link that you can see on my Twitter account. It's a really cool one. And it's unfortunate. I you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start posting this shit. All right. This should do it. Let's see if I can post it here so you guys can see what the fuck I'm talking about. Windows is so trash right now. Well, what's going on, Adam? See if I can can I do this? Yeah, I could do this here. Damn. Okay, so you guys can see what we have here. Don't forget to click onto that link. I don't know why it's saying there's all these characters, all right? So it's cool. What is a simp? We're just gonna have to go. We're gonna have to rock with it this way. Actually, you know what? You know what? Fuck it. I know what I'm gonna do. Discard it. I got it. I got it. I'm gonna take a screenshot of what I was seeing, right? And then I'm gonna post this shit. Um, let's see here. I want you guys to see this shit. Okay. Okay. And then we're gonna talk about this. So, are you a simp? Is the question here, and this is the conversation I'm gonna have because I don't know what's going on with the amount of simping that's happening in this. Like, I totally understand that people are definitely trying to. We need to just figure out what the fuck a simp is. That'll really help. You know, that'll really help because I think that's what the problem here is that people don't know what a simp is, or they may not even know what they're doing. It may be something so involuntary that they just don't know. They don't know that they're being a whole simp. But I'll do this. That's number one. All right. This is going to be number 2. Okay. And number 3, I'm going to add this here. Number 2. What do you guys leave in the comments here? What do you guys think a simp is, man? That'll help me out, man. That'll help me out to figure out what a simp is, because I feel like that shit's a whole ass disease, man. That's a whole ass disease. All right, so that popped up here. Let's see, and then the last one is going to be this one, and I'm going to edit this one. Wait, hold on. Did I do it right? I'm sorry. I should have been more prepared, but no, I did it. Okay, cool. But I just got off of work. Like, I literally just got off of work doing my shit. You know what I mean? And then, hold on. Let me do the link here. I think I can copy and paste. Can I paste it? Yes. Okay, so now I could go back to my profile because I want you guys to really see this, man. I really do. I want you guys to see what they say about, people that simp, man. There we go. I like that. Can I zoom in? Can I zoom in here? The reality is that times change, and TikTok is a trend machine punching out challenges on the daily. Whether you found yourself hitting the whoa or throwing it back, the desire for new viral trends is rife, and Simp Nation is one that is firmly taking hold. Simply put, a simp is someone who tries way too hard to impress someone. That's simply put. Tries way too hard to impress someone. And I think I'll do it later. So let me take a look here. So going above and beyond to satisfy their every need, this in turn devalues them as a person and acting subservient to their crush or partner. So that will be, in a nutshell, what a simp is. Now, most people are actually treading down. They're drowning in this shit. Let me see here. Hitting the like button. I'm doing well. Things already hit the like button. All right. If I missed nothing here. If you have found yourself trapped in a downward spiral of TikTok, chances are you have come across or possibly even been labeled as a simp. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that the term is hardly endearing, but there has been an alarming amount of confusion over the true simping meaning. Just what exactly is a simp? Was I always a simp, or was this just something me recently after spending an inordinate amount of time clinging to my youth on a platform that is dominated by teenagers and questionable comedy routines, right? So now they get into the meat and potatoes of what a simp is. Oop. I feel like I need to actually go back and edit this shit out, man. Not edit it, but you know what I mean. Hold on. So let me go here. I'm gonna fix this really quickly. Bird app is what I call you. No, 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 la la la. Is it locked? I locked it here. This is what I get for fucking, you know, no, no, la la la. Alternate. So we probably should do this, right? I don't think we need to have the other. There we go. And then I'm going to edit this here so we can see exactly what we need to see. Excellent. I love it. Love it. And very cool. That way we can see what we're doing here. This one. This one. Christopher. Rocco. Rocco's Modern Life. Dude.
What's up, man?
What's going on? What's going on, man? You're on YouTube right now, just to let you know. Somebody tried to sue me because they like their voice being on there.
That's fine,
so I just wanted to put you on there. It's just your voice. They can't really see who you are on that side. What we're trying to get down and dirty with is what the fuck is a simp, man? You have any input on this?
You know, I got a couple friends who are simps. You know, like my friend Floyd. He's just, you know, he's just fucking always on his chick, bro. Like, let me just get him in here, man. Hold on.
I'm ready, man. I'm ready. I like to hear this shit, man. I hate to put it out there. I hate to put it out there for people that, you know, I feel like people don't actually understand that they are a simp. And right now,
he completely puts up. There he is. There, this motherfucker right there. Floyd Turner.
All right, so I need to ask the question, man. I need to ask the question.
Rocco, stop spreading lies about me, Floyd. Rocco, I love my girlfriend with all of my heart. I am not a simp.
I need to figure this out, right? Because here's what I like to do. So you're on YouTube right now, by the way, just to let you know. So we can't see you, but we can hear you. And this particular YouTube channel, which is called Illicit Therapy, is to really help men out, man. I feel like men are just pussies now, really. There's no other way of putting it. Like, I feel like we don't even know our value anymore.
My girlfriend, all right? I'm not a simp. Call me what you want.
Floyd, shut the fuck up, dude.
I'm not saying that you a simp. I'm just saying you may have
a simp. He's a simp ass.
You may have some symptoms. So here's some things that we can identify. Here are some 9 ways to identify.
So I guess we just live in a generation where loving your girlfriend is wrong now.
We don't know if we don't know if that's the case. But let me ask you this: I got 9 things, and I wouldn't.
Floyd, you're always fucking the fucking boys now, man.
I need you to.
Me and my fiance are looking to move to Washington, D.C. to start a new life.
Is this real? Are y'all trolling me? Is this real? Is this real?
I would never joke about love with my girlfriend.
For real? Like, hold on. We got other people. I think you guys are trolling. There's no fucking way. This sounds a little bit too. This sounds sussy right now. Here are some ways to identify a simp, yo. Can you guys hear me? Can everybody hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
First off, what is a simp? Illicit therapy?
A simp is, there's 9 ways of telling, right? Okay, so always doing the most for a female that doesn't like them.
That's you, Floyd.
Right?
That's fucking you, Floyd.
Always trying to impress the females, right? Puts females before themselves.
That's you.
Will defend a female.
Rocco, you like
just
Jesus,
for.
Right?
Floyd, you've always been a simp.
Oh my God, this is.
All right, now, Ricky.
Hey, shut up, Ricky. You ain't got no say in this.
Yeah, you like mom like that, okay?
We have defending females just for a drop of
That is literally Floyd, bro. That's Floyd all the way.
Hates the slander of any. So we're talking about hating the slander of any female, like even if it's valid. Have no game when it comes to females, so they only try to impress them by doing everything for them.
That's literally you, bro. That's you.
Lets females walk all over them and then constantly getting curbed. So why do you call him a simp?
Because he's fucking like, he's always with his girl, bro. He's skipping on nights with the boys, man. We're trying to watch some sports games. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to have a beer. And we can't because he's always with his girl,
with the
bro.
Turners is always ruined by Floyd.
I swear this can't be real. Like, what? Why do you call yourself a simp though? Like, I mean, wait, he's spending his time with his wife,
I call myself a lover, not a simp.
How many? Okay, so does she do? When was the last time she complimented you? Let me ask that question.
She said my smile was very nice last week.
When is the last time she did something for you? Anything at all?
I
ask you this then. When was the last time you did something?
We went out to McDonald's and she paid for some of my meal the other day.
I'm about to reset this whole fucking room, yo. There's no way you guys are serious, man. There's no way you guys are serious. Stop it.
Get pranked!
Stupid asses. Y'all foolish. Alrighty then. So we were gonna start this because I'm like, what the hell is all this? Let's reset the room here. Let's not do that again. What goes by the love.
Hey, listen. I wasn't playing though. He is simp.
So I'm gonna reset the room, man. Thanks for joining. So I knew that shit was fraudulent, yo. I like this shit, yo. Funny ass shit. So we're gonna get into meat and potatoes of this situation. I don't know why I entertained it. Son of a bitch, they fucking trolled me. It's cool. So we're gonna talk about what is a simp in general. So I don't know if you guys, anybody that's on the YouTube streets, right? Anybody that's on the YouTube streets understands Twitter streets. And everybody understands that there are so many simps on Twitter. Like beyond anything that I've ever seen before. I've never seen this many simps. It is outrageous. And that's the thing. Like, I totally understand the fact that you don't like, how can I put this? Because most people view men as kind of the bad guy, right? Would y'all guys accept that most people will view men as the bad guy most of the time? Oh shit, we got Stone up in here, yo. Stone, yo, you down for a chat? Put a peace sign up. I'm gonna try to invite her really quickly to see if she has something to say about Mr. Simps. I'm gonna try to invite you. Yo, Stone, what's good? She probably ain't gonna accept it because she's at work. But that's okay. That is okay. All right, cool. This is such a sloppy show, man. I am so sorry, man. This is so sloppy. And I apologize for this shit, man. Like, I'm trying to make this shit work, but it's so sloppy. Yo, what's going on, K-Med? What's going on, man? So something happened in these Twitter streets recently, right? I would say about yesterday. And it was pretty gross. It was pretty gross. You had a lot of Xbox talk about making you down for a chat, man? I want to hear can you chat right now? Because I want to this is the time that I do want to speak to people regarding this. If you can raise your hand if you want to chat, then raise your hand. If not, then that's cool. But something happened recently, right? That kind of hold on, I got a message here. I'm working. I'm sorry. No, why? Okay, cool. So, we had a lot of people that were in the console fanboy wars, and obviously, a lot of people think that females don't play video games, women don't play video games, and the gentleman, I think he's banned from Twitter. I think he got kicked, but the gentleman told this girl to make a sandwich. Make your nigga a sandwich. That's what he said, right? And I'm going to say something. How offensive, and you can send this to me via messages, Stone. I'm going to say this, right? How offensive do you rate that? Make me a sandwich. For a man to tell a woman to make them a sandwich. How offensive do you think that is, in your humble opinion? I'm curious about that. Because there's a lot of people that were really... Do I have it? Maybe I can pull this shit up.
First off, yes, sir.
I think I could pull this up. And maybe you guys will hear this shit. Maybe. No, you should be able to hear it because...
First off, yes, sir, she was. No, I'm not.
You said y'all. No, why not? Let me open this up.
You said y'all. The community that was sitting there. Were you involved in today's actions then?
Hold on, little sister. Hold on.
That were egging it on. That's what I was
let's
talking
see.
about.
Ain't nobody egging nothing on.
Go ahead, because it fits.
Hold on, little sister. I don't let women talk to me like that now. You dealing with a real man here. I don't know what you deal with usually. But my own wife don't speak to me like that. You better watch your mouth.
Now, I'm letting this
play. You
better
watch your... Girl, go fix some niggas lunch and be quiet now.
You were not involved in anything.
Don't you got a plate to go fix? It's about 8, 9 o'clock.
I can't talk right now. Let me try to lower it a little bit.
Ain't you got some niggas plate to go fix?
All right, look, y'all.
Go fix that nigga's lunch, girl. Be quiet.
Hold on, y'all.
I gave an exact reason why I was upset with the situation that happened today. I said you have influencers that are disrespecting people that are sitting here trying to grow the channel, actually doing something positive for the community. And I gave my valid reasons. I said Strick has held IT spaces. He's done suffer people financially, mentally, etc. So when you sit here and it is a gaming debate and you go on a low blow, I said, what does that hold you as in terms of a representative for a gaming community? That's not what we're about. If you're going to sit here and say, oh, we're only about gaming, then don't sit there and insult people who are on their journey.
I heard it from the horse's mouth. That's exactly what happened. That was what was going on in these Twitter streets right now. Big ass debacle. Big ass debacle here. So that's what we were hearing. If you guys see, if you're on YouTube, you'll be able to hear this shit. But that's the type of shit that was going on. So Thug Nasty said this, right? This is what Thug Nasty said. He said, yeah, these hoes need to start making sandwiches. That's what Thug Nasty said. But he plays and he play around too much. But also, Stone also says some stuff too. She says it's pretty insulting because what the underlying message is, but also because it isn't original at all. But he also said women shouldn't be allowed around a group of men. I'm kind of curious about that shit. So what we ended up having is a group of people created multiple Twitter spaces, right? About the way your perm is cutting through the green screen. Shut up. About the way guys talk to women. So I mentioned this the other day where I say that I need the energy to be kept, right? The energy needs to be kept on both ends because it never is kept on both ends. We also have guys that are called rapists. We have guys that are called incels. You know, that's not original at all. We have guys that are called like Dusty. You know what I mean? You only got little dick, all sorts of crazy shits, and no one says anything. But at the same time, right, you have situations where a woman has a stereotypical insult. Now, I mean, at the same time, I'm not going to let someone talk to my girl like that. Even that comment saying my girl, right, is already like bad in this day and age, because it's like, why are you being possessive? And that's what I'm saying. Where does the line end? Because it's like people are choosing and picking lines. I don't think any guy should exalt a woman or anybody for the matter, to be honest with you. That's the biggest problem that we have in this community, is that these men exalt women regardless of if that guy is romantically or friend or involved with this person. So that's the situation that I'm seeing right now, where you have just what do you call it? It's unconditional like protection for people, and we see multiple situations where guys will have this ego thing where he want to protect a woman, and he gets himself killed. There was a guy, I don't know where he was, but he ended up getting himself stabbed in New York in his neck, trying to defend his honor. We have Will Smith as well. Will Smith fucking slapped somebody and fucked up his whole fucking money for a fucking joke. Words. You know what I'm saying? There was another situation where a baby's mom and a baby father, right? They were these because they weren't together, and she went over his house, was being belligerent. Now, at the same time, she didn't like what he had to say, and she went back to try to get her brothers, her baby daddy. And then they ended up getting shot and killed. Her brothers got shot and killed for simping. So simping doesn't run with just worried about, the JJ. Simping is all the way, it completely permeates the core of a man in society, where women are held at this astronomical fucking level of respect without being earned. I feel like if a girl can call a dude Dusty, little dick, his shape of his fucked up, he's fat, he's ugly, I think a woman should be also able to accept a corny ass get in the kitchen joke. That's mad lame. And we don't have this, we call things equality, but it's not though. We see it many times where a girl will be talking shit, slap a fucking dude, and the dude can't do nothing because society says that you're too fucking big to be doing that. But where's the respect for the man? That's my situation. It sucks in that case, and I know a lot of people don't want to fucking hear that shit. I know there's a ton of people that don't want to hear it, but it is what it is. Like, let's keep it a whole stack. Let's keep it a buck. Like, the sensitivity is on fucking 11 right now, man. It's on 11 right now. I know that's not shit that people want to hear. I know it's not. But at the end of the day, man, there is no equality with this shit. Like, there's never been equality. What's going on, man? That's my biggest problem. I see a lot of people on YouTube, and I always wanted to kind of ask the question. This is my biggest thing. I've always wanted. This is my biggest question. What are you getting out of going up to completely simping, putting yourself under anyone for the matter that you don't even fucking know, or complimenting women in this case when you know that they need some work. Women that don't keep up with themselves. Women that their hair is all fucked up, or you look good, or the girl's like 400 pounds, literally 400 pounds. You know, wearing a thong and shit like that. You get a lot of people that's like, oh, damn, girl, you look good. Like, stop the cap. Stop the cap. That's all I want people to do is just stop the cap, man. You know what I'm saying? I just want to know, what do you get out of that? What do you get out of it? The nature of the society now is that even if you were to, possibly, right? Even if you were to possibly get something, excuse me, even if you do act nice to a chick, it's not an attractive trait to put yourself below anyone to a woman. Women don't like that shit at all, man. But then you have this shit all the time. There's a lot of guys that will just throw themselves and do anything, including myself. I had situations where I literally, my commute to work years ago, this is back when I was like 25, 26. My commute to work was literally 45 minutes, right? I got off at 11 p.m. and it was a girl that I was really feeling. And she was 45 minutes in the opposite direction. And she got up at 1. And I literally waited from 11 to 1 to drop her off an hour away from my job, which was an extra hour away from my house. So that was an hour back to drop her off to impress her, and then drive 2 hours back. 2 hours back. A Stone, there's also a difference between respect and simp. Is that Stone from Twitter? I hope that is. That'd be cool. But yeah, I had to drive 2 hours back. And didn't get anything out of it, really. I had my phase of simp, you know what I'm saying? So me reacting the way that I'm reacting, you know what I'm saying, is the reason why. Sure is. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. There we go. Shit, Stone. So Stone says there is a difference between respect and being a simp. It is a difference. That's the thing. It really is a difference. There's a line of respecting people, right? Just a general respect, like hold the door open for anybody, for instance, or not just being a fucking asshole, you know? There's a line for that, you know? And many guys miss the fucking mark. Like, I totally understand. I totally understand what it was, right? When the girl did what she said on YouTube, and then on YouTube or Twitter, and the dude Gears came at her talking some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Saying make her a sandwich. I'm sorry. I know this is going to be contrary to belief. In my head, the only thing that I will feel like that was completely out of line, would be if a guy literally told a girl about assaulting her. And, you know, in a way that man would assault a woman. I can't really say it on YouTube. If they talk about some graping, that's completely out of line. There is no excuse for that. But the general joke of make me a sandwich just isn't serious enough. To me, that goes into the category of regular fucking, you know, a guy is dusty and shit like that. Why don't you fix my fucking house or whatever? That's the same. It's stereotypical dumb shit. And to make a space about this shit for like an hour and some change about, oh, homophobic, you're a sexist, you're this. I'm like, it's not even that fucking deep. And I don't see the same energy being allotted to people, to men. No one's taking up for a man if he don't have a fucking job or if he don't have a good haircut. If I posted a picture of me looking extra raggedy, and if I said some shit on the line and the girl was like, "Look at you, you fucking broke bitch," and blah 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 blah, nobody would come to my fucking aid and rescue. Why is that? Nobody want to say it. So I always the bigger thing was he said much worse. I've heard it myself. I didn't hear that part. That was the part where people were saying, I didn't hear that part. I didn't hear that part. I can only base it off of that situation, or that little video clip that I played earlier. So I didn't hear too much. I didn't hear too much of that. But it goes what I was saying. There's a certain level of respect. You're absolutely right. Just regular being a decent human being. No, I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it though. And to be honest with you, I just want the equal playing field in general. I feel like guys in general just never like get that shit. We never get that shit. We always get shitted on consistently, and I'm tired of it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm really tired of it. There's too many cases, right, where poor behavior of women is just accepted. This isn't the case, though. I will say that wasn't the case. She was speaking, right. It was a regular conversation, and they didn't like what she had to say, and so they attacked her the best way that they thought that they could, which is to be really sexist and shit like that. I would like to know what they said, though. If you can DM that shit to me, I would like to know what they said, because that shit is wild. If it's worse than what they said or whatever the case is, I would love to hear that shit. Because this is what I hear.
Yes, sir, she was.
No, I'm not.
You said y'all.
No, I not.
I will.
No, I did not.
You said y'all.
I said the community that was sitting there. Were you involved in today's actions?
Hold on, little sister. Hold on.
That were egging it on. That's what I was talking about.
Ain't nobody egging nothing on.
Go ahead, because it fits.
Hold on, little sister. I don't let women talk to me like that now. You dealing with a real man here. I don't know what you deal with usually, but my own wife don't speak to me like that. You better watch your mouth.
Anything today?
You better watch your girl. Go fix some niggas' lunch and be quiet now.
You were not involved in anything.
Don't you got a plate to go fix? It's about 8, 9 o'clock.
I said to you.
Go fix that plate, girl. Ain't you got some niggas' plate to go fix?
All right, look, y'all. All right, look, y'all.
Go fix that niggas' lunch.
That's what I heard. I didn't really hear. No one kind of really put out there. You guys can't hear it because it's on YouTube. But that's all that I heard out of this situation. Go fix this nigga's lunch. That's what I heard. This is the same guy that wanted to sue you for the Twitter space. Yeah, that's the same dude. Dummies. And then there's the other situation where there's accusations where a guy was, womanizing young. I don't know the history of that shit. But the more I look at it, especially on the Xbox community, the more I look at it, I kind of see that it's probably right. It's probably right. This dude is probably a womanizer. But you guys gotta let me know if I'm really wrong for saying this shit, yo. Am I like for real? Honestly, Stone, am I wrong for saying what I'm saying about keeping that same energy? And about there's a lot of simps, especially on Twitter. Like the slightest whiff of pussy juice, and they just lose their fucking mind. I want to make sure that I'm wrong. Yes, sex is great, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know if it's, I'm going to completely make myself look like a fucking dork. I can't do that. I can't. So that's what I'm saying. I guess he told a homosexual friend of ours to go see, but okay. That's the interesting thing, right? What I was focusing on was just the whole interaction with making the meal. I know you talk about too. I follow him and he follows me. I know exactly who you're talking about. I know exactly who you're talking about. That shit is totally fucking unacceptable. And guys, if you're not on YouTube, I'll repeat what Stone said. She said he told a homosexual friend in the community to go delete himself. That same dude, which his name is Gears 13-8 or some bullshit. I'm pretty sure that video was floating around. He ended up telling. I'll put it in the Jumbotron too. So I think I let this illicit therapy thing sit there for a little bit. He told them to kill himself, which is like ridiculous. So let me share this so you guys can see that. This is what I was actually sharing on you've probably seen it already on YouTube. That's a fucking shame. That's a fucking shame that's the community that we're in right now. Mute my mic here. That's a shame. That's a fucking shame. And like I said before, it's unfortunate. But like I said, what I wanted to call out here, and I'll share this as well on the Jumbotron. Well, I think you guys already know what the fuck it is, man. Y'all know what a fucking simp is. Like, let's be 100. Let's be 100. So, unfortunately, I'm so sorry. I wish the show was a little bit better. I wish I could do something better, and I'm going to have better content in general. This is my time back on Twitter Spaces. I typically don't I didn't want to do a Twitter Space because of how toxic everything is. You know what I'm saying? So going back to the Twitter Space and getting everything set up and then my job and all that other shit, that kind of bothered me. Leaving work as late as I did. I'm trying to win this fucking contest so I can get the fuck to Vegas to see what's going on with that. But that's what was going on. You know what I'm saying? It's super unfortunate. I really do wish that this show was a little better. Like, I wish I did better with the show. I ain't gonna hold you. Yo, Stage Block. Yo, what's going on, bro? I'm glad that you jumped in here, or whatever the case is. We were actually talking about the Simpity Simps, man. I wish you joined in the fucking spaces, man. I wish you joined into the spaces, man. I really kind of wanted to kind of bounce this off of people in terms of who's a simp and who's not. Because I feel like the community... Oh, there we go. Here she goes. She says, no one like openly simps for me, but I have seen it. I think they know that you have like such a, like the way that you do it. You're like, no, I'm not down for this shit. I've had guys be super rude and attack me out of nowhere. And if someone said Chillstone is cool, then my friend gets called a simp. So you're telling me literally that you don't have any simps for real? You a liar, yo. I'm not believing that. Lies, man. Any female avatar will instantly get like fucking simped on. Did he tell him to off himself because he was gay, or just said that? Nah. Why can't I remember his name? He said S. What the fuck is it? What the fuck is it? Damn it to hell. Hold on. What the fuck is his name? Oh, okay. I can pull it up. I know what it is. I know where I find it. Shadow. So I heard it was Shadow. That's what I heard, right? No, Shadow's a very tame. He's a very tame person. He's a very relaxed. He's a very chill person. So for anyone to say that he's the off himself is literally because of what he is. Like literally. He's a cool dude, man. He's super like he's just a reasonable person all around. Like he understands what world he lives in. And here's the thing, I know a lot of women say that, guys are, horrible people and shit like that. And they take things, some women, exaggerate. I'm gonna tell you right now, the end thing is to be transgender right now. Or that's the end thing to be right now. So I think it's kind of played out to be gay at this point in time. So I don't think that gay people really get the privileges that they typically would normally get, you know what I'm saying, unless there's some sort of transgender situation going on. Excuse me for being like that. So the reason why I'm saying this, right, is he knows what world he lives in. He knows that there are going to be some people just like the Gears dude that are going to try to go for the jugular for whatever fucking reason, or if that is even considered a jugular. So that's what it is. And he don't complain. He knows people are going to say some wild shit about him, and he don't complain. He just keeps it moving. He like that duck, the water sliding off his feathers and shit. That's what he's like. Let me take a look here. Stone says, laugh my fucking ass off. I'm super blunt on there, though. Stage knows I shut it down. Stage said, I only send for models. That's what he says, right? Yeah, you a liar, yo. Stage, you be simping. I saw it. I seen it. Stone also says that Shadow is great. She said, yeah, that's horrible. Shadow is definitely a well-learned fellow. I don't like, you don't like Shadow Blade. What did he do? But I think it's the cool, look, Stone, I think it's the cool thing to do, right? I think it's the cool thing to do to say that all men are bad. You know what I mean? Anything that we do, I think is the absolute cool thing to do at this point in time. Also, I think that being transgender is the cool thing to be right now too. Or what they call it again when when your sex is fluid, non-binary and shit. I think that's the cool thing to do too. It's amazing. And I'm not saying that people can't be that like legitimately. But what I will say, because I will say this, right? People ain't gonna like me for saying it, but fuck it. What can I say? If you're in your own body, right, and you think that you're something else, you can't fight that. You know what I'm saying? Your reality is going to always bump up against what you think that you should be. And you got to go by everybody's reality. I cannot be a middle-aged white man. I can't do that. It will never work out for me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think is going on. I think that there is something going on with there. The gender dysphoria. That's honestly what it is. That's honestly what it is. And people are like mad, but you can't even say that shit anymore. So I don't dislike or like. I don't really give a fuck, to be honest with you, what you do. But one thing is you gotta have respect. You gotta have respect. You know what I'm saying? You can't just call people or say that I want to be this. You gotta respect it. That doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? Because reality. But like I said before, depend. Okay, so Mr. Righteous says this, right? He says, depend on what group or culture simping is promoted. The gaming community on Twitter is full of awkward people. Oh, facts. Mr. Righteous, absolute facts, man. Facts. Let me read that shit again. Let me read that again. Depends on what group and culture. Simping is promoted. It is promoted. That's how Lizzo has a following for some reason. So he says the gaming community on Twitter is full of awkward people. And this shows that whole interaction, was it yesterday or day before? Whenever that shit was, people are spending more time worried about others and not loving and working on themselves. Or illicit therapy. No, but I think they do need therapy, like we were talking about before. Stone motherfuckers need all sorts of therapy, like all. See, y'all making this show, y'all turning the show around, man. I was like dry. That shit, the trolling. You missed the trolling earlier. That shit fucked me up a little bit. I'm like, motherfucker. You know what I mean? I had a whole thing going on, and then oh, righteous fish, man, jerk chicken, yo. That's what's up with the fish thing, yo? What's good, man? What's good, homie? I'm glad you see me on the YouTube space. This I have a nice little setup here where we were kind of talking about it, and that's what I kind of wanted to do, or whatever the case is to make sure that shout out to Jerk Chicken, aka Righteous Fish. And I'm glad that you are able to speak in there in real time and all the other good shit. I'll still do the spaces just to talk to people live, but I'm gonna make sure I have to watch people jumping in there, fucking my show up. Yeah, okay, so let me read this here. And I'm sorry, I'm just trying to read this shit. Men are at general disadvantage in the modern dating market, and men aren't getting out there anymore. They're even opting out of college, which is going to make their chances worse. That's one of the reasons why I took a pivot and changed my content up on YouTube. I know I'm like late to the game, but I like talking about this shit, man. They can block you, not Twitter itself, but the community blocks you from talking this way or going against the grain. You know what I'm saying? Women, like, one of the things that I read on Twitter was like, you're blessed with a woman's presence. Like, what the fuck is the dude's presence then? Like, shit. What is that supposed to be? People, and you're right, Stone. People have automatically, they don't even talk to people anymore. I was driving to the gym actually, and I was listening to a radio show, and I don't know if you guys ever had the situation. Yo, Jeremy, what's going on? Today's society is making me not want a girlfriend. That's all I'm going to say. But then they will call you an incel, right? To me, incel is extremely offensive. That, to me personally, that shit is hyper offensive. I don't like that word, because for people that can't get laid, that's heavy on the dude. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's a big thing. To me, that's like in the same category of make me a sandwich. To me, so that's why I didn't really jump on the bandwagon of people complaining. But you guys are saying a lot of shit that I want to digest. Stage said that men aren't getting out there anymore, but there's a reason why men aren't getting out there anymore. The reason is because it's like an Ouroboros. They're eating it. It's a snake eating its tail and shit like that. The problem with the situation is that men are not trying as much as they used to. Remember back in the day, right? Social media is the fucking catalyst to all this shit. Let's give it a stack, right? It's social media. A woman would have to look a certain way to attract dudes, right? That's in their neighborhood, because they couldn't just post pictures out there and just get the likes. I already will. And in order for a woman to bring all the boys to the yard, right? Men had to be on their game. They had to be in shape. They had to have money. They had to be a whole bunch of fucking things, right? So it was a whole like system. You know what I'm saying? It was a whole nice little system. But when women were actually able to be DM'd and get attention elsewhere out of their fucking state, like completely out there, that's where the fucking problem happened. Because women functioned, I can't say this, function differently than men. Righteous Fish says, I don't know the drama going on with whoever Gears is. I don't know. I don't follow any of that. Twitter is not exactly the real world, so I don't go off of that or try to date anyone off of there. True, but I will say this, right? I would say this, right? When a woman loves attention. That's how they function. They love social stuff, social things. You know what I mean? There was a conversation that me and my friend actually had, and the woman was saying, I want to put a lot of money into what she looked like, right? In her casket. Like, ain't no man thinking about what he looks like after he died. Nobody gives a fuck. But women function differently. You know what I mean? Women is completely different. There are women that will off themselves, right? Because they don't get enough likes, and they can be beautiful as they want to be. So it's just a really crazy world that we're living in, man. It's a crazy fucking world that we're living in. It's a crazy world that we're living in. This girl from New York, you can look her up, right? She was on one of the Today shows and shit like that, right? I'm being serious. She was on a Today show, right? She was a black girl, really beautiful, really, really, really beautiful. I think her mom was also in the modeling thing. So she ended up winning like the modeling award or whatever the fuck it was. She won that shit despite her age. She was 27, and she had 4 degrees, and she worked in law, and she didn't want to do that anymore. Now, as she got older, the likes actually diminished. You know what I'm saying? And she felt like she was irrelevant, and she jumped out of the fucking 20-story windows and killed herself, despite the fact that she was a millionaire. All because of likes. Men don't function that way. You know what I'm saying? So when a woman was able to get her social fixings, she didn't need men anymore unless they were way the fuck up here. And most women that you would hear nowadays is that they want a guy that's making 6 figures and shit like that. You know what I'm going to say? Focus on your skincare and drink water. That's better than any makeup. Yo. But that's the thing, man. I think a lot of women don't understand that. And then on top of it, a lot of women do weird things. I'm going to have to look. Thursday, I may do a show tomorrow to fix this show, because this show was asked to me personally, not for you, but I should have presented the show a little better. But I'm going to tell you right now, unfortunately, a lot of women don't understand that a man wants a woman in their natural fucking state. They don't want eyelashes and perms and bleached hair and, Brazilian butt lifts or any of that shit. Men don't work that way. And it's about time. Okay, so Immortal Black, what's going on? Saying hello just to females in a mixed gender, but I'm not acknowledging the males in any is a form of simp. Yes, it is. Be quiet. So that's the thing, man. They put all this shit on, and men never requested nails and eyelashes and shit. And then they go in and they start capping like crazy. That's not. I don't do it for you. I do it for me. That's the hardcore capping that we got. Yo, Righteous, we gotta talk about this. You know what I mean? Without all the YouTube shit. I think that's all social media mindset. Most women I dated don't have social media, or the ones I do. I don't think like that. Yeah, makeup is fun to play with, but it's not who you are. Social media has made it weird. Social media has made everything weird. Every fucking thing is weird now. It's creepy. It's creepy as fuck. The whole spaces, when that guy was saying "make me a sandwich" and whatever the fuck he said, that was fucking creepy. And then having a whole spaces about defending that chick, saying that it was deplorable, was fucking creepy as well. I'm going to call both of them out. See, why was it creepy? It was creepy because it's still focusing on how dumb or how ridiculous that guy was. They focused on, how dare you say that to a woman of gaming? What? You don't earn that fucking shit just because you're a chick and you game. Absolutely fucking not. Motherfuckers lost their fucking minds on that shit. I'm sorry. Everyone look at a cartoon or look at a carbon copy of each other on Instagram. K-Man, you jumped in here, yo, what's going on, homie? I'm so glad I'm married and don't have to worry about that shit until my wife dies and I need to buy one of those dolls. Oh my God, man. Women ain't gonna rest, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. You wanna know? I'm gonna say this, right? You guys wanna know what would fix social media? Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this shit? Y'all ready? What fix social media? Prostitution. That's what will fix social. That's what will fix this shit. This will fix it. The second a nigga could just be like, right here, right? Here you go. A second a dude could literally just buy the punani. That is it. I'm going to tell you right now. If a guy could buy the pussy, I'm going to say, I don't care how many caps is going on in here. I'm going to tell you right now, if he can buy it, he won't be simping anymore. Right, Stone. Defend me as your friend, not because I'm a woman. They made it into a fucking They made it into like a pity party, man. They made it into a pity party, man. It was so extra. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you talk about the Queen of London like that? You can't talk to our queen like that queen shit gotta go. That king and queen shit got to go. It got to go. It got to go. But I'm telling you, yo, the only way to fix social media is to allow, like, social media is for women, right? That's what I feel. The way that women work is for them. They like that social butterfly shit. The way that men work is escorts. If a guy could bust them cheeks, all sorts of things would be right in this world if he just pay whatever the fuck premium that shit is. Look, Uber Eats, Uber bitch. That's what it should be called. Uber bitch. You sit there, you call, you see the girl in a digital corner, and you just say, yo, I'll pay for your chick. She gets there, she does what she got to do. You put that money in her shit, and you good to go. I'm telling you, that's how it should work. I don't know how much that was too much. Wait. I don't know that chick, and I still said that was too much. Just because they said make me a sandwich, like I said before, calling a dude incels is also ridiculous. I literally have a troll call me ugly once a week. Now, if I say something, I'm getting canceled. No, you can say it. You might as well say it. I think there's a thin line between simping and just standing up for what's right. True. But call it how you see it. It's not the girl. They focused on the girl herself. Like, they just held her the fuck up. Like, you know what I mean? They should have just said, look how sexist this dude was. Like, how much of a misogynist are you? And they should have left it like that. But they were like, the Queen of London. I don't know the girl either. I don't know what she is. You know what I'm saying? Can women get dudes that way through Uber Bros? You see, I mean, women don't look at sex the same way that men do, though. That's the difference. Women don't look at sex the way that men do. I know you guys are probably thinking I'm talking to myself. I'm not. I'm on YouTube. There's a link up there for YouTube, and I'm talking to the Uber peen, Uber puss. You know, I'm just saying. I feel like the world, if they legalize escorts, man, that shit would change the game. I know that sounds like I am some sort of incel, but you wouldn't be an incel anymore if you pay for that shit. You wouldn't be invited celibate. That's all I'm saying, because you be paying for that shit. No, I don't really have an issue with getting pussy. It's just the type of pussy. I have expensive tastes. I don't feel like spending that money sometimes. That's all I'm saying. I don't mean like prostitution. I'm just mean like sometimes it's the money, the attention currency that I don't want to deal with. That's what I don't like to deal with. I don't like to deal with wasting my time. I got a lot of things that I would like to do and I can't do it. Here's that, right? The other fucking thing is, I don't like somebody really all up in my fucking space, constantly trying to dictate what I'm trying to do, or the chick don't have a life. When I see a woman like that, if she don't have a life and she just, you know what I mean, she wants you to just be absorbed into her, I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of women that are like that. So that's personally, I stay kind of to myself. I don't deal with all this craziness. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I don't like vanity either. It's like a lot of women nowadays, I'm just being honest with you, they're not fun, you know. I like to rock climb sometimes, you know. I definitely love the beach. I'll be going to the beach tomorrow. I love the beach. I absolutely love the beach. Women, because they are afraid that their eyelashes will be floating down the ocean or their hair will be all scrumped up or whatever the case is because of the salt water. Or their hair is bleached and it'll fuck up their hair. I don't like that shit. It don't feel fun to me. You know what I'm saying? It ain't fun. It ain't fun time. So I'm very picky. I am very picky. You know. I'm an incel, you know what I mean? No, I ain't no incel. I got like 3 chicks on deck that I could call. I don't want to do it. But I will say this. I'm gonna put my shit hippie sand in their cracks. No, that'd be cool. I will say this, right? I've been commissioned many times before, at least people have approached me when I've gone to beaches, right? Especially in Florida, right? Why do you think I go to Florida so often? No, but especially in Florida, right? Where they want me to have sex with their wives. You wouldn't believe how common that shit is. If I really just, if I was caring about sex like that, it's easy. But you want a real fulfilling relationship. You know what I'm saying? You don't want no piss poor shit. You know, you want something that's fulfilling. No need to tell us how many chicks you have. No, it's not about how many chicks. It's just this weird situations that I'm not interested in. Now, you want a full-on relationship. You don't want no weird-ass shit all the time. But seriously, so that's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? It's you want a real-on relationship, something that's big and something that would be fulfilling in life, you know? So that's why I'm picky. And I figured something needs to change. Stage block. Sex is the easy part. It's everywhere. Finding something worth it is. Here we go. No, but I want something to change. That's why I started I want to do content like this. I want something to change. I want something to fucking change. I mean, like, I want women to be what they are in their natural state, and I want men to be what they are in their natural state. And I don't want people telling men or women what they should be. Stop pressuring the man to fulfill your dreams. That's all. That's all I want. Let people be what they are naturally. You know what I'm saying? Well, that was bars, but let them be what they are naturally. That's all I'm saying. What's wrong with that? Women that want to have kids and shit like that, they're shunned. Why you want to be? Why you want to have? Why you want to be a housewife? You know what I'm saying? A man that wants to fucking work or a man that likes sex is a problem. You know what I mean? So it's like, what? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man. You know, I'm gonna fix this show up because I didn't like the fact that this was, and I may space it out. Actually, I may do this shit on Friday. I think I'll do it on Friday. I'll have a nice show. I had to get back into the swing. I missed it for 1 week, and I couldn't handle it. I got all fucked up. I grew up around very vain women. It would be a breath of fresh air to meet a down-to-earth woman. I find, that's the same thing that I'm dealing with in my life right now. I'm dealing with too many vain women. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you that too. I'm attracted to adult films. What? I'm attracted to adult film tomboy female person. I don't know what that is. I think my perfect woman is someone that lives alongside me. That share. You got a wife. You can't say this. That shares their life with me, and we have fun together until we inevitably die. While decide where to go for dinner. Simping is a big problem, though. Simps will never get respect from women because they do too much. You'll be surprised, man. You'll be surprised. There was a story about simping. And the guy, she asked him, she was like, what happened with your previous relationship or whatever the case is? And he was like, oh, well, X, Y, and Z happened, right? And with that being said, she instantly was like, I don't want to be with the guy anymore because he told the truth. Another guy said that I may not have the money now, but I get it later. And she instantly was like, he should have just lied to me. So that's all I'm saying when it comes to this shit, man. And I also want to like kind of share my own personal experiences with the situations that I've dealt with too. You know, nobody's perfect. No matter how much they try to use social media to make themselves look perfect, they're not perfect. Like no one's perfect. Everybody got some kind of struggle here and there. And I forgot to tell you guys too, by the way. Have you ever went to Dunkin' Donuts? I got sidetracked. Look at the comments. Have you ever you guys went to Dunkin' Donuts, right? And someone paid for your coffee and you were supposed to pay it back with the next person or whatever the case is. The type of people that are out there nowadays don't do that anymore, really, if they're a certain age. This girl literally, they told, like it was at the drive-thru, and they told the girl that somebody paid for her coffee, and she was like, I can't do this, and she drove off and left everything. She didn't even buy anything. Like, how stressed out were you to just freak out because somebody bought your coffee? That's what happens at Dunkin' Donuts or coffee places and stuff like that. It was like ridiculous. Like, what? You that uptight? Like you that scared? Like somebody was like somebody was going to like grape you? Like what? You paid for it, right? You paid for it, but she was freaking the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? So there's people out there that are trying to be friendly and shit like that. That just want to genuinely just be nice to people, and this 24 to 27-year-old type demographic are miserable fucks. Miserable. This civilization is going down in flames, and we need to fix this shit like ASAP, man. I ain't talking about politics. I'm talking about the way that people act. Let men be men. Men love sex. Men are very simple, right? You know, when it comes to women are very complicated. Women are very kind too. And women add that spice to life to keep things interesting and not mundane. It's like society wants women to be men. It's what I hear, which is weird to me. That's weird. It's weirdo shit to me. You know what I mean? I'll say this before I wrap it up here, as I'm going to eat my last bit of food here. Being heartless became super trendy for a while. So being nice seems odd to a lot of people. It's insane. Yo, facts. I'm going to say this before I get out of here. Like, if anyone's my age, right, and I've always been like this, I'm in my mid-30s, right, or late 30s, right, and I used to have the biggest crush on the R&B singer Aaliyah, right, and everybody was so into Beyonce. Believe it or not, I am not into her at all. I don't like the way she looks. I'm not into her. Not. But Aaliyah, she didn't have any titties. She was a very thin girl. She was kind of tomboyish, halfway there. You know what I'm saying? I like that. To me, it was very all right, Mr. Bates. But that's what I liked. You know what I'm saying? So I like the whole down to earth chick. You have a good one though. I'm gonna close this out, man. Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you for making this shit lively. Come up with a better show on Friday. I just need to get my ducks in a row. Normally